From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the New York Mets taking on the Miami Marlins. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to roll here. And on the mound in this one, Braxton Garrett.
Well, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
And out number 1 on the grab. Here's a Mets lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
Here's Gleyber Torres. Garrett with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
And Gleyber Torres retired. 2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Juan Soto. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or 2 on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the...
He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Lone Depot Park. So here's the lefty, Sean Manaea. What do we have on him?
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball. He's going to go out there and give it his best.
Bottom of the first. This is Willie Castro. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Siri hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Connor Norby.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Line drive. Siri pulls that one down. 2 down. So here's Wade now.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Kicks and deals. That one pushed foul. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Scoreless after 1. Back here in Miami, second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Right through there for a strike. This one popped up. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Francisco Lindor. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
3-2.
Squirts away a little bit. Darryl Parker assigned to umpiring duty behind home plate.
And Boog, with DP, it's sort of a coin flip on those borderline corner pitches. Doesn't really favor one side of the plate more than the other. Sometimes you'll get a little extra the plate, and sometimes you won't. It does seem like he evens it out over the course of a game, though. Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Nick Castellanos at the plate now. Swing and a high fly ball. That one out towards left center field, way back there, and it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only 1 away.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
So bases loaded with 1 away. Here's the third baseman, Ronnie Mauricio.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Alonso at third. Alvarez on second. Castellanos over at first with 1 away. Got him swinging.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
And now it's Jose Siri. On the ground, right side. Wisely throws to first in time. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. Huge opportunity missed there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. We're tied 0-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now here is Brett Wisely. Way inside, and that hit him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. First and second, no outs. And up next for Miami, Luis Matos. And that's through there for a strike. Now 1-2.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
No score here in the second. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That one carrying. It's a bomb. His first homer of the year, and they take the lead. It's 3-0.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground to third, Mauricio. Gets it to first. Finally gets the first out here on the grounder.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Now it's the Marlins catcher, Luis Torrens.
Well, it's safe to say he won't be getting invited to the charity golf tournament this offseason.
Jesus Sanchez, the next up for the Marlins. Next offering is in for a strike. Torrens, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Good job to fight that one off. One-two now. Chop to first. They get one out. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. But the Marlins get 3 on the homer. It's now 3-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a series where they were red hot at the plate, and a look at the numbers. Here's a 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. Fires to first on the run. Got him! Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Great job from the first baseman to get a little dirty on the play for the catch. Just because it looked easy, that doesn't mean it was.
Gleyber Torres up to the plate. One down, base is empty.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout.
You know, the danger with the slider is leaving it out over the heart of the plate and getting contact on it. If you're going to miss, you want to miss towards the corners, not in the middle. Right there, he does a great job with hard break at the end. He ran it inside. Very difficult to do anything when you're tied up like that as a hitter.
In the air to left center. Matos settles under it, and that is that. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. On the ground to third. Mauricio with the throw to first. And a quick out, number 1. And at the plate for Miami, Garrett Mitchell. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Throw to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. As they ask for time to check with their replay guys about a possible challenge, we wait and see.
Yeah, and we usually get a couple of close ones every game, it seems, and this one is just about as close as it gets.
Well, they are going to challenge the call, and so now the decision will be made by the umpires at the replay center back in New York. Here's a final look at it. They called him out, and I'm thinking it's going to stay that way.
I think you're right, and it was worthy of another look, no doubt, but after seeing these replays, I just think they're going to stay with the original call, just not seeing enough to overturn it.
Here's the decision now, and he is out. So they lose the challenge, and they won't have any more the rest of the way.
Upon video review, the umpires have upheld the call of out at first.
2 down, bases empty. Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at first, and now for the Marlins, Connor Norby. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. 2 outs. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Now back, second baseman, Wisely.
First and second, 2 outs. Wisely digs in now. On a line out towards center. Siri makes the grab on the run. 2 left on. On to inning number 4. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Pete Alonso. Pop foul out of play off to the right.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Out to short, Sweeney. Handles, throws to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Liner saved it first.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play. When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Hard hit to third. Zips it across, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Inside, almost got him. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Next for the Marlins.
So up next, Trey Sweeney.
Sweeney.
Hey! 3-2.
In the air, left field, down the line, and it's foul. That one the other way. Beats to second, out there. Throw to first, but he beat it.
The catcher, number 13, Luis Torres.
And now Luis Torrens. Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. Sweeney, the base runner at first with one out. Ground ball left side, could be two. Off balance feet, there's one. Over to Alonso for the inning-ending double play. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 4. It's the Marlins 3 and the Mets nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. In the air, right field. Sanchez gets under it. Squeezes it, and there's one down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Ronnie Mauricio now. Garrett winds and deals. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Line drive caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, the batter now, Jose Siri. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
2 strikes.
Stays alive. Two down, nobody on, and we're at the top of the 5th.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Mets go down quickly. They trail it here 3-0. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Dedniel Nunez.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
So digging in, Jesus Sanchez. The 1-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Gets a piece and stays alive. Out towards right center. That's well struck. And no one can get there. Now he'll turn for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Double into the gap, and that was a really nice swing to beat the inside pitch. He just beat him to the spot. Kept his hands tight inside that baseball, and that just allowed him to drive it into the alley right there.
So the batting order turns over. Willie Castro, the next up for the Marlins. And a breaking ball misses outside.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
That one ripped right center field. Way back there. Gone. A two-run shot. His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 5-zip. Chris, we knew this moment was coming for him soon.
Yep, and it finally came. We knew it was only a matter of time before he's going to connect with one just like that. Just too good of a hitter at the plate. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Down the number 2 hitter, Garrett Mitchell.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Well struck right field. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Into second, and he's got a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. It falls in, and that's a hit. And he'll pull into second safely.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Connor Norby. And a swing and a miss. And that is a big first out.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch. Tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. Tell you what, that's a tremendous two-strike pitch.
Now it's the second baseman, Brett Wisely. On the ground, right side. Out number 2, and another run comes in. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Dedniel Nunez is done, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back. The Mets with a new arm on the mound, Max Kranick. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Luis Matos now at the plate.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That one misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Gloves it on the dive. What a play to end the inning.
Proof right there of why he's a Gold Glover. Flash that leather around and make everybody excited. Nice job to end the inning.
Back here at Lone Depot Park, top of the 6th inning. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Jose Azocar. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Oh, nice job right there. He struck him out twice. The pitch before looked like it was strike 3. Doesn't get the call. Bears down. Throws another quality pitch for the strikeout.
Gleyber Torres up to hit. And a base hit right there. And they have their first hit since the 2nd inning.
Now batting, right fielder,
Juan Soto now. Next offering is fouled back. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
That's that classic wipeout slider below the zone right there. Just nasty. Looks like a fastball thigh high that you got to protect the zone, and then it's just that late break that fools you and kind of makes you look silly.
That one ripped. Ranging back. Long run, tracks it down. And that'll do it. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. Ball to strike. Fastball for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Huascar Brazoban getting ready to go. Canning also throwing. The 1-2. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one down.
now batting, catcher.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. 1 out, bases empty. And that one ripped into right. Soto hauls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more, that's way back.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Jesus Sanchez. That clips the zone. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1 ball, 2
The
strikes.
Marlins up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. And a swing and a miss. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And the Marlins down quietly. But they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the
1 ball,
clubhouse?
Well, Boog,
2
I'm going to
strikes.
say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Braxton Garrett out of the game. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. So the Marlins go with a new arm, Jesus Tinoco.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul.
Down that
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it, hit it hard, had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment, let it travel a little more, and see if you can keep that thing fair.
On the ground, Wisely whips it to first, and 2 away to start the 7th. Two down, base is empty. Here's Nicholas Castellanos. The 1-1 is fouled off. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
Liner, base hit. And that extends the inning.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. The 1-2. That's inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Castellanos leads off first with 2 down to the inning. High fly ball down the left field line. That one back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. A laser to left. His 4th home run of the season. And they slice into the lead. It's 6-2. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
And now the center fielder, Jose Siri. That one fouled off, 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. It's now 6-2. You're watching Miami Marlins baseball on the show, Florida. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And a good start to the inning. And up next for Miami, Garrett Mitchell. Lindor to second for 1.
He's out.
Over to Alonso. Double play.
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
And now the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And it's a double, making him 3 for 4 on the day.
Another big game. He's looking pretty much unstoppable at the plate. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Connor Norby. Ripped to short. Lindor on to first. And that is that. Marlins leave 1. They lead it 6-2. Anthony Bender comes on now.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Here's Gleyber Torres. 1 down, base is empty. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside part of the plate. Flares one into right. And foul ball. In the air, left field, down the line. Dives, but it's foul. Hit in the air, center field. Mitchell makes the play, and there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Juan Soto. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. And that one in the air, center field. Mitchell should have this one. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Huascar Brazoban takes over on the mound. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Brett Wisely getting ready to hit. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Puts it away for the out.
The left fielder, number 30,
Luis Matos, the next up for the Marlins. And that is downstairs. 2-1. Action in the Mets bullpen. Danny Young preparing to come on if needed. Swing and a ground ball, and it's through for a hit. Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 2. Matos leads off first with 1 away. In the air, right field. Soto sizing this one up. makes the catch. 2 away.
Now batting the catcher, Luis Torres.
And at the plate for Miami, Luis Torres. Way out front for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two outs. That one hit to right. Soto gets under it. And he makes the catch. And that ends the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. 9th inning coming up. It's the Marlins 6 and the Mets 2. And we're back. We go to the 9th. Here's Pete Alonso. And now it's even up. And the polar bear strikes out. And now it's Frankie Lindor. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Safe at second.
He was all over that one. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters.
Next to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Close but called a ball. Ball 2.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Liner caught at second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
So it's their last chance in this one. And stepping in for New York, Nick Castellanos. Bender is just 1 strike away.
That's in.
And there's
2.
a ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long